Other interesting culture news, you have the Boy Scouts of America. They are locking down their social media as they continue to get roasted for changing their name to Scouting America. And they are also going to allow girls in. Now, of course, because the democracy of the United States and the culture, Girl Scouts are not changing their name to the Boy Scouts. Or more accurately, the Girl Scouts are not changing their name to just Scouts and allowing boys to join. That's interesting. Although, ironically, the people that lead that organization can't define what a woman is or what a girl is. So it's kind of hilariously in and of itself. But yeah, the Boy Scouts said we're going to be Scouting America, which I'm actually surprised because these days America people are offended just by the word America. So they might just change their name, and this goes into effect February 2025, I believe. Maybe the next time they do the name change, it'll just be Scouting. Oh, that could be pejorative as well because militaries have scouts. That could be aggressive. So maybe they'll just be blank. But that probably offends some people because that blank, if it's not filled with a color, then it could be argued as whiteness, which of course, culturally speaking, that's the only race you're allowed to make fun of and discriminate against these days, which is obviously morally vacuous, disgusting. You should never discriminate against anyone for things that they cannot control. But nevertheless, getting back to the former Boy Scouts, they locked down their page so that only people that they follow are allowed to respond. And it's gotten to the point where people are going back to the old post and they're starting to just roast them there. So they're locking down everything. Now this comes to us again thanks to Expert Profile, and they prepared for life, which I'm surprised they're actually still allowing to use the eagle because the eagle will be aggressive too. Ooh. So they'll probably get rid of that. Maybe replace it with a chicken or a donkey or something, or maybe a better representation. I think it gives up easily. The French flag, perhaps, just a white piece of flag. Ha, it's a joke. It's the surrender flag. Which I was gonna say, if you're a gun enthusiast in the audience, one of my favorite jokes about buying old antique French firearms. The description is always dropped once, never fired. Ha, get it? Because they just drop the gun and give up. They don't actually fight. The track record is, yeah, kind of hilariously inept. Now, yeah, they actually don't have that many followers. So even though they joined in 2009, they have 77.4 followers on X Twitter. Of course, it's followed by Gavin Newsom, which, again, I follow this guy because obviously I want as many perspectives as possible. So I always try to follow as many folks to get as many different opinions. So again, this is the post, and they haven't posted since. This is May 7th. So they haven't posted since they had their name change. In terms of ratio, that was the biggest ratio we've seen where there's a post where it said, oh yeah, we're going to change to Scouting America. They only got 983 likes. 3.4 million views. Yeah, and pretty much every comment was roasting them getting more likes. Or as you might say, ratioing them. Now, earlier, they had this one saying, so far, the results have been clear. Improved water conditions, less erosion, and education opportunity for scouts who visit this camp. Yeah, it seems pretty harmless. You're just trying to fix up the shore. Only got 37 likes. And we go to the comments. The first one, oh, here we go. Who can reply? Only accounts that they mention can reply. Which is a sure sign that your ideals are indefensible, or you just are mindless or brainless or spineless if you don't allow any opposition to speak. Because again, if you think you have the best idea, whether it's business, cultural, politics, you should want as much open dialogue as possible so you can let people know, you can debate, have the best ideas for the surface. Sure sign of evil as well as also people who want to censor others. Now, again, they did that after all these people are ratioing them. Christy Ledrande says, why do you turn off comments, why do you turn off the comments on your post announcing this? And Gays Against Rumors says, quote, we're very disappointed to see Boy Scouts of America succumb to pressures of woke gender ideology, rebranding as Scouting America. This isn't inclusivity. This is just the destabilization of children's activities. It is a blatant denial of the natural differences between boys and girls. Boys deserve their own space just as girls do, not blurred lines, sad and disheartened witnesses. Sorry. And actually, I thought I followed this page. Okay, I already do. Subscribe is up. If you subscribe, I guess on X Twitter, that's when you're paying them a monthly fee. And yeah, interestingly enough, you go to girlscouts.org. I was looking at the Pennsylvania entity. That was one of the first ones that came up in the search results, interestingly enough. And you ask them, you're like, hey, are the boys going to join? And they have a question on their website saying, myth bust, or myth bust or something to that effect. It's like, no, we think girls need their own special spaces and they need their own special leadership, and this is their safe space. They actually benefit from having this just female environment. If it wasn't for hypocrisy standards, some people would have no standards at all, or in this case, nonprofits. Scrolling down more and more, you have Trump 45 saying go woke, go broke, getting 110 likes. Ryan says, you have gone woke and now you've gone broke. I hope a lot of you are out of business by the end of the year. You're probably being run by pedos like Disney and the government, getting 174 likes, which, yeah, that's not a bad thing about the Boy Scouts. They're on the hook for 2 point something billion because of sexual abuse cases. There are apparently 82,000 cases of abuse. So, yeah. And again, anecdotally speaking, I know one or two contractors and folks that worked there throughout the years, and what I've heard from them, anecdotally speaking, is that they're very much about the money. It's ironic because the only product they ever sold was that crappy popcorn that never bought. How they didn't have a good alternative like the Girl Scouts selling the cookies is beyond me. That's piss poor marketing. Jenny Johnson says groomer's going to groom. It's like a medieval thing saying shame, 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 getting 36 likes. Igloo Heater says absolute pathetic organization, blocking replies to your woke mind virus post because of the backlash from rural people. I will never support the Boy Scouts again, getting 75 likes. I suspect they're not the only one feeling this way. Their donations are going to go down quite a bit. I would suspect if I were a gambling man, just kind of guessing numbers here, I'd say more than 20%. Again, they used to be a faith-based organization, used to be building young boys with skills and ideals that the country was good and God was good. TY also says, unbelievable, you just destroyed the Boy Scouts forever. Well done, getting 73 likes. Logical conclusion says, why are you blocking anyone that doesn't like you? What have become Boy Scouts? Can't take any criticism, getting 73 likes. So we're scrolling. I haven't seen a single positive comment. Dr. Gambit says, one of the most influential groups for boys in the last century, now a joke. In picture of the Scoutmaster dressed up in a pride handkerchief with the pride patches all over him, getting 54 likes. Now, again, the Boy Scouts aren't alone in that. The Girl Scouts actually do have a pride badge, and they encourage activities with the community. So, again, I wouldn't be surprised if the Boy Scouts, or now the Scouts, lean into that quite a bit. Here, Jonathan Finland says, you've ruined what was a great institution. Congrats, wokeness took you down, getting 19 likes. Let's see what the other posts look like. All right, here's one. We're going back to posts. So, a roundup of scouting news from the week. And even this is getting roasted. This was from a couple weeks ago. First one's from Jenny saying they, them, Scouts of America, getting 13 likes. Buzz Lightyear says, so sad this organization is going to be absolutely destroyed by woke leftist nonsense. We will miss what was once the awesome Boy Scouts, getting 25 likes. Bean says, rest in peace, Boy Scouts. We will remake you one day, getting 31 likes. And see African, is the gentleman in the suits in Africa dancing with the coffin, getting 31 likes again. Matt in Iowa says, why did you shut down your comments on your latest post, getting 16 likes. Then the scoffs his name change is garbage failure, getting 17 likes. Going more and more. Is this a positive one? Oh, Omar says groomers. Well, let's see here. And again, there are people who, again, here's one of the most popular ones where they renamed it from Scouting America to Grooming America, getting 6 likes. That picture has been going around the internet and social media quite a bit. Let's see. There we go. The Daily Caller has a picture of the Boy Scout with the cow ring on the nose. The Pride Progress. Yeah, that is the Pride Progress flag and behind. And the patch says, ask me my pronouns, and has the Marxist black fist on their chest as well. They got 68 likes. Which, I mean, culturally speaking, even businesses are giving the pronouns. Culturally speaking, it is a growing phenomenon. I'm seeing, again, anecdotally, when I'm looking on social media, I'm looking at businesses, I'm looking at the signatures of people that I get at work, and it is increasing in frequency. I don't know if that's going to be long lasting or it's going to be 100% saturation rate where you'll see it everywhere. I think there'll obviously be, obviously this isn't 100%, but I wonder if that will increase in frequency throughout this calendar year, or maybe it'll go away. Let's see. Let's do one more post by him. How far? Okay, here we go. This says the scouting went on an awesome adventure in their whitewater rafting, getting 15 likes. Let's see. I wonder, will there be anything positive in the comments? Oh, they locked him down again. Only accounts mentioned by Boy Scouts can respond. First response was groomers from Joe Biden's last brain cell, getting 6 likes. MetaMod says, okay, groomers. And they say, there's a quote that says, men wouldn't pretend to be a transgender to get into women's places to harm more women and girls. And then it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. specific instances of men harming girls, getting 7 likes. Again, that picture's going around everywhere. Grooming America getting 8 likes. That graphic, which again, we'll see if they change in 2 years. They might just get rid of the iconic eagle crest, because again, I mean, eagle could be viewed as aggressive. We can't have that. Maybe we'll change it to a pigeon. You never know. Going down here. Let's see. Fed Up says, when are you going to change your hashtag? Getting 5 likes, which, I mean, legally, I think they already own the domain, but they're changing their, so legally it's taking place, I believe, February 2025. Let's see here. Let's see. Ultra Mega Florida Man, although if he is so Ultra Mega, where's his red hat and orange? But nevertheless, this alleged Ultra Mega Florida Man says parenting in 2024 be like, and is a father eating to his kids, and he's blocking the goat devil riding the pride flag, and he's blocking them with a shield. Well, interesting enough, didn't get a single like. Let's see here. Robert Schul says, why Girl Scouts don't let boys in? If not, they should. If not, they would want to. Getting 2 likes. Which, again, I think maybe that will happen in a couple of years. I mean, parents are already transitioning their kids in multiple states. Maybe they'll try to join. And again, there are some people that want that, certainly. All right, we'll do one more. It's from May 1st. And I think it goes back, like, maybe for the year. Boy Scouts, BSA says, quote, it is the highest honor for a life-saving offered by BSA to come off the, It is the highest award for life-saving offered by the BSA and among the rarest honors of BSA issues. Says here are 2 boys who earned the BSA's highest award for life-saving in 2023. I was going to say that one guy is a really, I mean, not to talk too much schmack, as you might say, that guy's a pretty awkward smile, like almost as awkward as Ron DeSantis or like myself. Like, yeah, it's not pretty. I'm not going to lie. I probably would win that contest, which might be a good example of being a winner or the loser at the same time, but I partially digress. But yeah, it's a pretty positive message, but can't help but think, oh yes, they locked it down again. Who can reply? Only accounts with hashtag boycotts mentioned can reply. And of course, the first image is from MetaMod. It's the picture that has the Photoshop is Grooming America, getting 16 likes. You talk about a meme going viral. That is the #1 image I've seen in regard to this specific cultural topic in the past couple weeks. Let's see. On the Run says new Scouts plaster just dropped. And it's like I just described a minute ago. We have the young gentleman with the cow ring nose, the pronouns badge, the Marxist fist, and then he's saluting in front of the trans pride flag. No, the progress pride flag. That's what it is. I don't know who's making flags these days, but they're making a killing because there's a lot of them. That got 17 likes. Another one did the Grooming America. Hot Dog Finger says, is it the badge for talking? Getting 7 likes. Dr. Ben Dover says, you're not the Boy Scouts anymore. Change your hashtag, your X handle, getting 6 likes. Which, I mean, they probably will in a year. Because again, they said this officially, again, in February 2025. So they probably will at that time. Now, I can't help but think they're probably, in terms of the website domain, they're probably going to hold on to that because that's worth a pretty penny. And maybe they'll change their ways someday. I mean, I'm not very optimistic at this point. But yeah, if they're some type of entity that could buy out the intellectual property of the Boy Scouts and actually make it how it was, originally founded and supposed to be, that'd be not $1 billion idea, but I could venture to say at least be $1 million idea, a couple million. Let's see, do one more. Nunya says, heard about your woke name change, weak and pathetic. This will diminish the institution. But I guess it is what needs to happen. Getting 7 likes. Which again, from a business perspective, they're losing money left and right, partially because of the sexual assault cases. But also, you see the trends. There are less and less people participating in Boy Scouts throughout the years. I would also argue that's due to poor parenting and letting the kids just become addicted to electronic devices. There are myriad of reasons why you're seeing a shift away from Boy Scouts. But I also think, very similar to religious institutions, they think it's good to cater to the common denominator and not to the core of what you used to be, what you really stand for. Which, again, once you start to go to the common denominator, you also alienate the people who are truly passionate about it, who would be your best, I guess from a business perspective, you would call them your brand ambassadors, where they're telling their friends about it, they're getting their friends involved, you get that multiplier effect. I mean, that's priceless to have that type of marketing. I mean, it is hard to beat grassroots marketing. But I mean, again, they got that $2 billion settlement. They've got a lot of issues. And I mean, they are far what they used to be. And again, like many institutions, they still do some good things. I have some friends who have been participating throughout the years. Very similar to the NRA. Over the years, they've done some great, fantastic things. However, I've got the age-old saying, is the few bad apples ruin the bushel. Some of that effect, because again, NRA has done a lot of bad things as well, including endorsing the bump stock ban, which is mentally vacuous to say the least, and caving way too much, which is why you have many competitors that now do, in my opinion, do a lot more civil rights activism and a lot more fighting for the Second Amendment than the NRA does. The NRA, again, they still do some great safety trainings, understand what they do, and they help get certain people elected that are pro-gun. Again, they do some good, but with Boy Scouts, it seems like the bad outweighed the good, and at the end of the day, it's not sustainable as a business, or in this case, nonprofit. But again, nonprofits still have to make money and they have to pay employees because not everyone is volunteer. At the end of the day, I think this will increase their numbers temporarily. Because again, there are some girls who would want to join the Boy Scouts, so that will increase the participation rate at what used to be the Boy Scouts, not just Scouting America. But I don't think that delta is going to be greater than the number of people who are leaving because of the new policies. And you're going to see, you will see some alternatives. I forget the name. Their advertising wasn't that good, of course, for me to remember it. But there was someone on the Facebook where I was scrolling and actually saw an alternative for a faith-based, founding fathers-based organization for young boys to grow and develop. Which again, that's what the Boy Scouts used to stand for. Nowadays, not so much. So alternatives are already being presented, and I think those will grow exponentially as people feel more and more alienated by the Boy Scouts. So at the end of the day, I think, unless we see the cultural shift in demographics where you see that, again, there is an increase in the United States when it comes to the LGBTQ plus participation rate or identification rate. So again, long term, maybe this will help the Boy Scouts, or what used to be the Boy Scouts, grow in their participation rate and their member rate overall. Again, a lot of people debate on how the statistics measured. It's not a single variable analysis. But let me know, and again, the Boy Scouts, in terms of marketing, they're just as bad as I was going to say. Let me know in the comments, who is worse at marketing, Bud Light or Boy Scouts of America? And I guess Bud Light did the worst because, again, they spent $185,000 to lose $1.4 billion, which biggest negative ROI, return on investment in business history, perhaps. But when it comes to the Boy Scouts, I mean, their marketing, again, I'm not their core demographic. Unfortunately, I'm not privileged. I don't have any children of my own to participate in that yet. And it's one of those instances where, even though a couple years back, I mean, you don't really see them on social media too much. The only thing they ever sell throughout the years is that crappy popcorn, which you only buy because you feel bad for the kids, or you want to support the kids and you want to support the nonprofit. Like, I remember when I was a kid, I tried to sell popcorn, and and again, it's a great experience for young boys. You actually teach them how to. Any sales job, you're going to teach a lot. You're going to learn a lot, and especially interacting with people on the streets, trying to sell popcorn. It's a great skill set multiplier. It's a great experience, but it's a terrible product. It didn't taste, from my memory, truth be told, it's probably been 20 plus years, but it didn't taste that great. No one's really excited to buy them. Now, you look at the Girl Scouts, that's brilliant. Their marketing, everyone knows those cookies. They've become things of legend. And the Boy Scouts, I can't tell you how they raise their money except donations, which I can't help but think this will also cause the donation rates to drop dramatically. Because again, you look at the people who used to support the Boy Scouts, they're faith-based, they're founding fathers-based, patriotic. They're not fans of having girls invite boy spaces. They're not fans of, as youth might say, wokeifying organizations and moving away from their core principles. I mean, Boy Scouts even tore down, I believe, the founder's statue a couple years back. So I think there are a lot of reasons the Boy Scouts are crumbling, and it'll be interesting to see. Let me know. Do you know anyone who has actually participated in the Boy Scouts the past couple of years? Do you think they'll overall grow as an organization, the next couple of years coming forward? I mean, let me know in the comments. Sometimes it might take me a day or two just based on my job and a couple of, things I have to do. But I do always try to strive to get back to the comments and respond in a timely manner. And even if we don't agree with what we have to say, more perspectives is better. As always, I'd be fascinated to hear what you have to say in the comments. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment or a thumbs up, thumbs down is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone Just stay safe, fight the good fight.